gonna listen to him make a phone call.
Let that be our intro.
We should just have
a
it
phone
where
call.
just make a phone call ordering pizza.
Hi, Domino's. You're my favorite pizza place.
You're my favorite pizza that tastes like cardboard.
I don't know if this is you or is this a voicemail.
It's me.
Okay, anyway, why are you not here?
Tell her we're recording.
Huh?
Why are you not here for the podcast?
It's for my best friend's birthday.
She's lying.
Can you stop whacking me with your tail, please?
Do you understand that, like, she'll have more birthdays?
Also, why is she whacking her with her tail?
This is my best friend since, like, 3rd grade.
And we've known you for at least 2 years now.
Huh?
We've known you for at least 2 years. I think the bond we created is bigger.
On top of me now. Hi, how's it going?
She's getting raped by a cat. Okay, that's her reason.
I don't think it's a cat.
I'm putting it in the schedule. That's why you're not here. Raped by cat. Goodbye.
Molestation by an animal.
Bestiality.
I think the problem is you didn't make her aware we were already recording.
Oh, I didn't know we were already
That's perfect. Go ahead, Darren.
Okay, give me a second.
What?
You had like a minute.
You had a solid.
Yeah, you had a whole ass phone call.
All right, Nathan, hit us with that jingle.
Ding ding dong, bing ding boom.
That was terrible. Hello, you sexy beast. My name is Darren. I will be your moderator today, and welcome to the RT6 podcast. Today's topics will be what are the changes that are coming to Rainbow Six Siege, and what do you think of them? Second topic will be with the new NVIDIA GPUs being announced, what do you think will happen to the PC component market? And the third topic, what do you think of Gamescom as a whole? The people that will be joining us is Mirrr,
okay,
the wild part of the group.
It's in NVIDIA. NVIDIA. I want to beat the shit out of you right now.
All right, you get to be in the corner. Then Chris.
I want to see him beat the shit out of you.
Then Nathan.
Hi.
Thank you for a normal one, please. Okay.
I like
if you
bananas.
guys, in any of these topics, if you'd like to put your own personal opinion or comments down in the comment section, we will take a look at them and find them amusing, I guess. Let's start with our first topic. What are the changes that are coming to Rainbow Six Siege, and what do you think of them?
What are the changes that are coming to Rainbow Six Siege? Let's outline that first.
So basically, if I remember correctly, what they're doing is that
you interrupted Mirror. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we didn't go over, like, we didn't brief Nathan. I'm sorry. That is the only time I'm going to say sorry for fucking up your name.
All right, no, time out. Before you continue on, I want you to say this right now. What's my fancy name that you usually always call me?
Nathaniel, duh. It's Nathaniel
Nathaniel what? There you go.
Anyway, Nathan, we didn't brief you, but we have all the links in the Discord, in the general chat.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we all pulled up the Ubisoft link. But I slapped the shit out of my face somehow. Anyway, that's why I took a break. I thought it was a clap, but I like went too close and hit my nose a little bit.
You straight up paused.
But anyway, because I was baffled that I'm stupid. But anyway, the new changes coming to Rainbow Six is a new character, a attacker. This is like the only time they've ever released one person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they did it once before, but yeah, I don't know why. It's
weird.
I just looked on here and it looks it's very odd that they're only releasing one person.
But it's Sam Fisher.
Yeah, we have an OG of the Tom Clancy, Sam motherfucking Fisher.
Did you see his ability?
You can't really dispute that, honestly. It's understandable that
his ability is cool as shit. The fact that he can shoot tight cameras.
But the only issue I see with it so far is it only works on soft walls.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
Will it work
how it
on
works,
Windows?
if I remember, how it works, if I remember correctly, is that it penetrates through the wall, so you see on the other side. But
Yeah.
you're also able to use it as like a maestro drone.
Yeah.
But it
I
shoots
didn't
like
see that
one dart.
in the intro, but you could see from both sides, like where you shoot it from, you can look at yourself right after. I'm curious though if a strategy is going to be go on the top floor and shoot down to get a complete overview.
Oh my god, that would change the
Because
game a little bit.
a bunch of hatches are soft. Like, yeah, hatches are soft. You can
or
shoot
just
it-
the floors
floor,
themselves,
yeah. Floor, walls, windows.
ceilings.
Oh.
So it could end up pretty interesting,
You know what
especially
I
for
find?
claymores.
You know what I find interesting is a game that's like very tactical doesn't have doors. Like doors would be cool as shit. Not only for the fact that it's a door and you can close a room, but you could just like peek in just a little bit. Why? Like we can already lean. Why can't we peek in? That's kind of weird.
I mean, it'd be cool if you could knock the door down, then put barricades or something like that.
Yeah, just kick it repeatedly, just like yeah, you fuck out of the door.
Okay. It's quite
Did you
the
see the new
scenario
weapon
you
as
set
well?
up.
But yeah, I'm finally happy that after like fucking 4 seasons, we finally get a new weapon.
Yeah, I think it's a little weird that they took that long to implement some kind of new weapon variation into the game.
Yeah, I mean
only a primary.
he's still using a Bandit's MP7 as another primary, but we have a new weapon, the SC 3000K.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I find it interesting that they're finally implementing weapons on both sides instead of just one side,
Yeah,
which is long overdue in my opinion, due to the fact that, you know, most of the weapons that generally the defender uses are generally underpowered versus attacker.
yeah.
But in terms of people using their attacking ability, they hit harder. I feel like sometimes, most of the time, the game is generally attacker based. You base it off certain maps, such as like, what was that one map that was like, oh, Favela.
Oh,
Favela's
Yeah, the one
very
that we all
heavily
wanna
attacker based.
forget.
the one that was originally supposed to rework, but they were like, no,
Nah.
no.
I think I gotta go give my cat a bath, so I don't have to do that.
I mean, the OG map that is honestly it was my favorite map. Where the fuck is Bartlett?
Yeah, let's
They are
take a
treating that
sidetrack
shit
on that. Like,
fucking doo-doo.
I want to go back to school. I do. Like, I want to
go
go
back
higher
to
education.
school.
Look at my goddamn doctorate.
I'd rather they bring it back.
I was 2 credits away before they took it away. Them fucking terrorists, they came and gassed the fucking university, and then they took it away. I'm sorry, I'm eating a brookie. I'm stress eating. But anyway,
This is what happens when you take school
Are
away
you guys
from
also
here.
excited for match replay? Because in
Oh,
all
yeah,
fairness, this
that's good.
could change how we actually record videos now.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I agree.
'Cause-
That's something that should have been in place a long time ago.
And you can also see both sides' health. You could see, like, while you're in the replay, you could see on each side of the screen, each person's health, what they have, how many bullets they used. You can look at everything. So watching that, I think, will be more enjoyable than an actual, like, recording we do now.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The thing that I think I'm most excited for is the new sites and the new chalet rework.
Oh yeah, that scope, the 1.5.
I'm a little like, I'm a little iffy about reworking Chalet. I always thought Chalet was a pretty decent map.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
decent map, but the only part that I don't like is the balconies. Like the balcony on that second floor of what is that room? It's like a art gallery or whatever.
You
it
mean
is.
trophy room?
Yeah, trophy.
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
I hated that balcony because it's basically one ladder, and the fact that that one window, a defender can just sit there and be like, pop your head,
Yeah.
pop your head.
But the problem is
Wait
you
a
have
second.
3 windows inside of trophy as well. So like you're
Yeah.
inside that room and you're just completely covered. And it wasn't a good objective to even protect at all.
No. And it's like the main objective that's used.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys also excited for the reinforcement pool?
Yes.
Oh
You-
yes,
let's-
please.
Yes, but also let's talk about this. I forget who brought it up when we were playing one time. Is that it is a good idea, right? It's a fantastic idea to put in a pool because I hate having noobs on my team that don't put up walls and you get
It's always a random that just doesn't put up. Like,
Yeah.
we'll put up everything. That random will be like, I see that you needed 2 more to complete that. I'm gonna go all the way across the map and reinforce this one wall for no reason. I'm not gonna stand in it. Then I'm gonna stand in the closet, reinforce this wall, and I'm gonna die immediately.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it helps, and I'm glad that they had a solution for that. But the problem that you run into is that we were on boo doo boo boo. Can't remember the name of the map, but I did a cool jingle. All right, and essentially we were there. It was a map. And somebody made a good point of what's stopping from somebody from running off point and just putting up barricades in some random room just to screw you over, you know? So that's the other issue it brings up is that you can have somebody just
thing,
deplete it.
I like how some people or not some people, the Siege directors and creators are thinking about making the game less toxic by, people not reinforcing. So now they're just actually kind of making it more toxic because people like that is what you said before, reinforcing it somewhere else.
Don't think we'll run into that many people though. It's kind of hard to do that, and it just takes time. It's just a waste of.
I mean, if you think about it, people are going to do that more often only because they're removing the ability to kick people from the game, which is going to essentially make the game.
I mean, for us particularly, that's probably a good thing. Among people,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Audience, we're not toxic, but we're toxic.
I don't know what he's talking about.
We're toxic to people who literally are at the bottom of the leaderboard, or they destroy other
if they're at the bottom of the leaderboard and they just randomly, like, as they're trying to kill somebody, they'll shoot a camera. We're like, we couldn't see it. Get them out.
I like to think we properly introduce people to Siege and its community.
That's true. Yeah, there's so many people that just get into our games.
Yeah.
It could be their very first game.
But let's be honest, though. First of all, PlayStation is the most toxic way to play Siege. Second of all,
no. Me and Darren have witnessed the Xbox mayhem of what happened.
Xbox is so trash that they just hate on each other.
Dude,
it's like,
they can't be toxic. They literally just eat crayons. So it's like, how can you be toxic if your mom is bringing in ham and cheese Hot Pockets to you and you're chewing on crayons? And you're like, oh, Jeffrey. And it's just like... So it's like
I got the brain cell.
You take that back.
It wasn't my 30 kid. I got too many expansion packs.
Yep. You're my little 36-year-old. Yes, you are.
Oh God.
There's a different like Xbox is a bunch of little kids killing each other, team killing each other. Well, PlayStation, it's a group just bullying one or two people on their own team.
Yeah.
But the funny thing, the skill difference in Siege on each different platform, it's just astonishing. Like,
just wait till they edit
Darren, you remember how I literally just charged into OBJ and got an ace with just a shotgun, and I just rushed it, and it worked?
Yeah, no, people on Xbox, when me and Nathan moved there for like a year, I think, some BS
yeah,
like
just
that.
about a year.
Yeah, we were destroying. We were getting aces like every other game. And
didn't we reach plat?
No.
Didn't we reach platinum on Xbox in like a week?
I don't remember that, but it could have happened. That was a long time ago. But either way, it was astonishing how bad people were on there.
Wow.
It was insane.
I mean, that's the thing. I know with PS4, if you solo queue, it's the worst way to play. The best way to play, I think there's no argument, is PC. You run into hackers, of course, but PC is just much better.
As someone who solo queued, I believe it was like year 3, and I got the fucking platinum. That was the most toxic I felt while playing Rainbow ever.
Really?
It was horrible. It was horrible because, like, you get teams that were like, "Oh yeah, this is cool as shit." Then you play, then they'd be like, "Hey, we'll invite you to the game." Then you get other people that are just like, first game on, I'm setting a precedent that I am dominant. Team kill.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do? I would put up the wall. I didn't want the fucking wall right there. I wanted it next to that so I could put my wall right there.
Let's talk about the worst people there are in this world in Siege. That I will kill 100% every time. The people that decide they need a reinforced bottom hatch.
Oh, you have to watch out for Amaru.
Also, I don't care. I will shoot her when she comes
out of every single game that we've played so far, the only time I've ever seen Amaru jump through a bottom hatch was about 3 times.
I've never seen it done.
Well, that's just because I don't think there's any I don't think there's any people that are playing Amaru correctly. Because a bunch of
Yeah.
people are like, hey, I see the objective windows right there. I'm going in. No.
Yeah, that's how I play. I will be completely honest with you. That is so much more fun to me than trying to play strategically. I'm like, oh, there's a window? I'm going through that bitch, no problem.
Yeah, man. There's no such thing. Siege and strategy. I don't even know what those two doing in the same sentence.
That was thrown out the window after like season 1.
No, especially when you're playing with your boys. You know what I'm saying? You strategy is out the window. You going in and you trying to impress your boys. You want them to be like, yo, what he doing?
Yeah, the first thing you want to do is roam around and try to get an ace.
Yeah,
there is no
come
such
on,
thing as
no.
working with teammates.
Yeah. You can literally, at that point, you can literally smell the sweat through your headset. Like, it's like, all right, Mirror, go put on some deodorant. I saw you get that ace. That's disgusting. Like that, we don't do that here. We don't do that here.
One kind of cool thing they're doing here as well is the siege stats. You can go to their website,
Yeah, I like
and you can check out your stats for that season, which is pretty cool. I'm surprised they didn't put that
will
in.
they have the stats from previous seasons?
I don't know. I would like to see that though.
I would love to see my platinum run. I would love to see like what my top MMR was.
Well, that's the thing, is that this is stuff that they honestly should have had. What year are we in now? What year are we in? 5?
Yeah.
5?
Is it 5?
It came out 2015 or 2014.
It was 2015.
Yeah, year 5.
So 5.
Year 5.
So this is stuff like 5 years down the pipeline, like we still haven't gotten, and it's like, I'm glad we're getting it, right? I'm happy, and it's progress, it's improvement, but like this is stuff that honestly should have been there way long ago. Like this is just simple things that they haven't, and you know why? They've been focusing on stupid cosmetics that were poorly designed, that they just want to get cash out of. And I think,
hey, let me add this legendary.
Remember that one little event they had where it was like, hey, we're gonna advertise this Netflix show. So here's what we did with only Hibana and Vigil.
yeah, it was like, how did you do that? Like, who thought that was?
And
a
it's
good
only
idea?
and it's only gonna be hostage on a map that we have not touched.
It made 0 sense. It made 0 sense. I don't know. And again, I give it crap, but it's because I play the game and I care about it. But I'm glad they're making improvements. But it just feels like it's not. It feels like they're just dragging. They're just dragging.
That sounded so disingenuous. It's just like you're like the bull. No, you're like the abusive father. I'm hitting you because I love you.
all right.
It's because I do.
Let's move on from this. So next to our next topic, with the new NVIDIA
I swear to God, you don't say it right.
being announced, what do you think will happen to the PC component market?
Just a quick timeout. Can we put not only a headphone warning in before that, but a retard alert before that?
God.
Before he says bullshit, it's just that it pauses, just says "uh-oh, retard alert," and then the fucking thing, because that is the stupidest shit that you said.
I mean, one thing I gotta say is that if it's NVIDIA, the only thing I can think about is that there's an I before that end, but it's a V. It's a V.
I think he's trying to be one of those people that like pronounces a frappe as a frappa. It's like, oh,
wait,
yeah, no, there's people
what?
like that. There's people that walk into a Starbucks and it's like, I like a double mocha frappa, please.
Hey, can I get that? I get that matcha frappy, please.
Yeah. Give me the mucho frappa. Like, it's like, okay, all right. I'm gonna give it to you. It's like, cool. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and shove it up my butt. Like, it's like, it's okay. All right, Karen.
So what do you guys think of their new GPUs, though?
Well, as someone who is currently addicted to building computers, but it's way too broke to actually pay for my addiction, I like them. They look amazing. The fact that the 3070 is rumored to be, well, not rumored, it was tested. It's stronger than the 2080 Ti, and it's only $499. And the fact that the next step up is a 3080, which is only $699. But the thing that is getting a lot of people is the gap between the 3080 and the 3090, because there's significant like performance, because I'm looking at it now. Yeah, the RTX 3080 is going to have 10 gigabyte GDR6X, But then the 3090 is going to have 24 gigabyte GDR6X, which that's a big ass gap. What are they getting ready to put in between there?
Yeah.
Like, because with like the 2060 supers, the 2070 super, the 1660 stuff, are they bringing that up to the 3 series? Because if so, is that going above the 3080? Is there going to be a 3080 Ti and then a 3080 super? Or are they going to I had a theory that they're going to do some dumb shit like a 3080 Ti super, which would be stupid, but I feel like they're going to do it just because they can.
Yeah, they're like, even with this new stuff, like PlayStation and Xbox were like, oh, we're on par with PCs now. Now
No,
it's a whole new story.
They're already coming out of the gate behind, and that's the
Yeah.
thing though. It's that's the perk behind PC is that you can make it modular. It's the thing that people don't like about it is when you're dealing with games, you got to update drivers, you got to deal with configurations. Oh, you got error code. Oh, okay. Oh, like now you got to massage your PC to get the work right. I don't know how.
But
to
my-
You gotta massage your
Yeah,
PC to
like-
get it worked right.
My question: there was recently a video and an article that said that Doom could run at 1,000 FPS if it was, because I think it was like liquid nitrogen cooled. With these new GPUs, what is the limit for Doom now? Or like, what is the limit for games? Like, what can we possibly see? Because there are like 5 games that can, off the top of my head, that will look beautiful on these fucking cards now. Like,
See, one
Horizon
thing
Zero
I want
Dawn.
to say.
Death Stranding.
One thing I gotta say is that when people talk about the amount of frames that you can get with like how much you can have on a monitor or something, or how much you can see, the physical limit of what the human eye can see, I believe, is like 270. But some people want to still go beyond that. But like, there is literally no difference to the human eye of like 3,000 frames per second
How about this?
versus like 270 frames per second.
I'll put it in the perspective of, okay, would you rather have a cheeseburger or would you rather have a double cheeseburger?
I want pizza.
Cheeseburger, because I'm not a fat ass.
First of
I'm
all,
going with double. Double.
we both know that you would get a double cheeseburger.
I have a question.
What's up?
Does this place sell salads?
I mean, technically, doesn't McDonald's sell salads?
If
It's
a
gonna
place
work
comes
for
up
you
to
than
me like,
anything
hey, what would you want? A cheeseburger or a double cheeseburger? I ain't asking for a salad because I know that shit's the dressing is the grease from the burgers.
But the grease makes my tummy hurt.
Anyway. But yeah, all the specs are similar across the board. They're all going to have 4 monitor support.
The thing that gets me with these is the price. Like, I'm actually genuinely. I was gonna go for a 2060 Super when I think probably around like Black Friday, or is it like Tech Monday or whatever?
No.
it's called?
So you have Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but with
Cyber
how
Monday,
things
there
go
you go.
now, you go Black Friday. Black Friday is literally Cyber Monday now. You don't wait.
Okay.
Cyber Monday is literally whatever's left over that they couldn't sell.
But yeah, I'll probably end up getting, like, if this goes on sale, or I'll possibly end up getting this or get it for like Christmas or something like that around that time.
Mm-hmm.
But by the way, not to go super off topic, but this country's going to go to shit as soon as Black Friday comes because the fact that we're already in quarantine and motherfuckers don't want to wear their mask and they're stupid. You know how many people? I personally, I work at UPS and I have to touch cardboard. The virus stays on cardboard way longer than people think. And the fact that motherfuckers are just going to be out there fighting for a TV that they can't afford.
Oh, that's when PlayStation 5.
It's horrible.
PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are coming out then too.
They are.
So...
They are. That just adds to it. I can't handle Mirrors fighting over a TV they can't afford.
Because I know for a fact I'm going to get sick at least twice during this whole Christmas holiday season.
Yeah.
I know.
But here's the thing, though. You lump in. There's a lot of releases, and it's not just with electronics. It's with media. It's with movies. The only thing that stayed constant is video games. Video games have been flourishing through this entire thing because everybody's staying home. They're buying more games. The thing is that people have been stuffed up. They just want to be free. People are going to suck at driving because that's already happened because people forget how to drive. you're gonna have a ton of people.
Hashtag I've experienced all the driving.
Yeah, hashtag stay out of the left lane, Karen. So like the thing is that people are gonna be hyper aggressive. They're gonna be ready to roll. They're gonna bring their pads. They're gonna bring their helmet. They're gonna be ready to break you down. Like it's
What might
4th and
happen,
1,
though?
and it's the 4th quarter. So
What might happen though is stores can be like, no, we're not having Black Friday. All our sales will be online,
Bullshit.
or they could be like pick up from store.
That's gonna be
Actually,
tough, dude.
hang on a second, real quick. So speaking about Black Friday this year, Walmart is actually not doing Black Friday.
Yeah, some places already announced that they aren't.
Yeah, so they could be doing just maybe sales online or something
And
like
then you
that.
come pick
instead
them
of-
up. Yeah, I think that's the only way. But like, it's going to be bigger retail stores that can do that, obviously, because they have the infrastructure that allow it. But yeah, because you got to make sure that when you have a start time for these deals, sorry, I burped. You don't want people overloading basically your servers trying to access this website. You know, it's just you got to make sure you have the bandwidth for that. In a lot of other places, retail stores, some smaller, aren't able to do that. So, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I always, for the past like, Lord knows, like 8 years, have always done my Black Friday online. I do not want to be bumping shoulders with people. I do not want to smell what the Rock is cooking. Like, I don't need to know that you didn't take a shower in 2 days.
As the person that doesn't leave his house, I already shop online.
I am friends.
$500 sneakers.
I am friends with
First
the
of
people
all,
at the Wawa down my street. Of course, I
Don't
know.
fucking judge me in my sneakers. I have big feet, so the base price of my shoes are already more than your highest amount.
I think that's most
I'm
I've
saying this
ever
right now,
paid
Mirror.
for
Mirror,
shoes, like
Mirror, if you
100.
sell those shoes, you could totally buy another PC.
Don't fucking say that.
Because he'll do it. He will literally rock. Like, what was it? The Jesus 300s, and it was literally just like sandals, and that's what Mirror will rock. He'll rock those.
I will 100%.
Jesus 300s.
I
Yeah.
will 100% wear the priest molestation floors. That's all I want.
Gosh, please don't. We don't need that.
I mean,
So how do you guys think this will also affect the future of PC gaming? I'm just curious.
I mean, it's already taking off, right? I think the thing is that honestly, because say for example, I just bought a new Asus Zephyrus. I'm sorry, let me retake that. An Asus Zephyrus.
I have a question.
Yes,
Is it pronounced Asus or Asus?
Asus.
I always say Asus.
Why is it?
Asus.
well,
Why is it-
well,
why
Darren
is it
doesn't have a
Asus?
fucking opinion in this matter.
All right, Mirror, you're a deciding factor.
It's Asus.
Yeah, it's Asus.
I want to cry.
Yeah, it's like Porsche and Porsche. It's Porsche.
Asus.
What the fuck? What?
Overseas,
Yeah.
it's Porsche. We call it Porsche because we're barbarians. I mean, I call it Porsche. I'm not taking the time to call it
We
Porsche.
call it
Screw
Porsche
y'all.
because we can't afford it.
Yeah, but Asus Zephyrus. And I bought that, and it's crazy the amount of like technology that goes into, because mine has a GTX 1070 in it, and it literally has the entire bottom panel that opens up when you open the laptop in order to provide proper cooling to it. It's crazy because the next step up, like what was it, the Zephyrus Duo, has a 2070, and that's insane. It's not throttled. It's literally the same that you can put inside your desktop. It's pushing it, and these laptops aren't enormous beasts like they used to be. My old ROG laptop is enormous. I couldn't take it anywhere. But you're seeing that in laptops. Imagine the gains you're seeing in desktops. I've already said, basically, quantum computing is the future. We're already seeing that go towards it. It's going to just set the world on fire. But what you're seeing now is just technological advances that we're going to see moving forward. GPUs, CPUs, we're just going to see moving forward. CPUs are a little bit harder just because there's little that you can push each time, but I think it's just going to be insane. It's insane.
I'm just waiting for the day that Pit Boys from Fallout exist in real life.
thing. Yeah.
That'd be cool as fuck.
I think
Or the
are
Omni
watching
tool
Facebook.
from Mass Effect.
Yeah. I think the great thing overall, though, is that it's allowing people to get into PC gaming. Like, these high-end graphics cards, obviously, you can get the
Darren,
performance.
I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Sorry.
That was
No,
rude.
no, Chris,
Do you-
Chris, continue.
Do you wanna take that out on Darren when we have recess? Meet him in the yard.
We have recess. I'm going to beat his ass. I'm going to push his head.
All right. I'll distract the teacher so you can do that.
Don't distract him. I want him to see it. I want him to I want him to
I don't even remember my thought. Yeah,
I'm so
it's good. Allows
I am
people.
so. I know what? To everybody in the audience, please make fun of me because that was very rude of me. But Darren's a piece of shit.
Honest, we want you
All
to
right,
also
Chris,
let you know
go
that
on.
Darren and Mirror are friends.
Fucking no, we ain't. Not today.
All right, Chris, go on. What you were saying?
I think it's just good because it allows people at an entry level, because you have low end PC builds that are still capable of running the most latest games on low medium settings, but it's still entry level, and it allows them to do that. It's far cry from the days of Crisis when you legitimately have to have a PC melter or that game is going to melt your PC. So I think it's awesome. It's great.
So,
It's
out of
fantastic.
curiosity, for personal computers just like ours, for gaming, do you think there's ever going to be a stopping point where that's the best you're going to get? There's no point in even upgrading?
No. Technology has shown in the 21st century it's the quickest advancing form of
Industry.
industry. That was the word. That we have. And it's not. Technology is ever changing. It's always going to be advancing. It's always can do better. There's always that way. Because nobody's going to stop. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if, like, say, NVIDIA came out the next day and we're like, you know what, we're happy with what we have. Doesn't matter. AMD will pick it up. They'll come out. MSI will come up. Doesn't matter. Somebody's always going to be pushing it, making it better. And there's always going to be something new. Always. There's never going to be a stopping point. They're literally going to make graphics cards that will be the size of Cheez-It, and it's going to be as powerful as a 3080.
What I feel like would be very, very crazy is the fact that, like, back in the day, they like had.
Take your time.
I'm not even looking at script anymore. They had computers that were like the size of like school buses to do the most simple task. But now we have a personal computer on our desk that can do almost anything.
Yeah.
So what I feel like in the future is we are literally going, because Elon Musk already is on the verge of this. We have computers in our brain that could probably just like print something with our eyes.
I ain't doing that. No.
Yeah, I feel very uncomfortable with that. Like, I just feel like it's gonna be a whole SpongeBob thing, how they start controlling you.
Yeah.
Personally, I would do it because at the end of the day, my body is horrible. What are they trying to control? They're gonna be like, "Hey, climb that 3-story building." My knees are giving out.
No, my body, my choice, and I ain't putting chips unless they're Lay's brand into my body.
I would do it because then I can legitimately be like, I'm listening to music. I don't have. They're gonna be like, you don't have headphones in. Like, motherfucker, you don't see this shit in my
What
head?
happens if that thing short circuits? It's gonna fry you.
Also, I like
to go out while listening to the most amazing band on Imagine Dragons.
Also, I like having my headphones where people can see them, because I always hate it at the gym to when people like come up and start talking to me.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
hate that
worst.
too.
People at the gym that come up and talk to you aren't there to
Have you ever had a moment where it's because it's like that? So I've gone on flights, right? And literally what I hate is when you sit down next to somebody and they don't have headphones, any kind of thing to tide them over, and you sit down before you can put your headphones in. Like, hi, my name is Topher. I literally sat down and they'd be like, hi, my name's Jeffrey, and I look at them like, I got headphones in. And I clearly don't have headphones in, but I keep staring them in the eyes to establish dominance that I will not carry this conversation any further.
No, you just stare at them and be like, hi, how are you?
All right, and that's where we end it.
Put your hand on their hand.
Hi, how are you? My name's Amir. I like staring at people. So you started this conversation. You don't know what you just started. I'm going to stare at you for a consecutive 5 minutes without blinking. You're going to see the water drain from my eyes. You're going to see the crust mold over. And then I will blink. It would be the most satisfying blink you will ever see. Then I will turn and walk away. After that, you will look at yourself and see what you did. you saw a man suffer as his eyes drained of liquid. Goodbye.
Welcome
So as
to
you
the
know,
Mirror and Topher ASMR Power Hour.
So as you know, we have the best sponsors, and today is Time Out with Topher.
Oh my God, it's time out.
Oh my gosh, yay. All right, so I want to talk about ASMR. No, I don't. Anyway, I want to talk about camping. Camping. Who wants to do that? I don't. So with camping, I know it's a really popular thing, but it shouldn't. Because I'm going to tell you why. Because you have to be outside, and that sucks. And that's because there's bears. Nobody wants to be around bears. So you literally, the only thing keeping you from the elements is literally a tent, and that's it. So essentially, if that bear came in and he saw you get in that tent, you're literally just packaging yourself up for the bear to just open up. It's literally him popping open a can of tuna and just saying, okay, this is another Tuesday evening, I'm gonna eat me some tuna. No, don't go outside. Best way if you want to enjoy outdoors, open a window. Open a window, there you go. It's the same effect. If you want to start a fire, that's fine. Just get some paper, put it in a circular motion on your carpet, get a Bic lighter. There you go, fire. It's just so much easier way.
Fire.
Yeah, dude, it's so much easier ways. If you want to camp indoors. Get a tent, get some marshmallows. If you don't have kids, find some. And it's just easier. You can camp together. It'll be fun. The parents will panic because their kids are missing, but it's fine. So it's just, don't go outside. There's bears and bugs, and there's sticks. Sticks suck, you know. But yeah, no, don't go camping. Don't do that. I mean, there's better ways to do things.
Bears.
I had to mute my mic so I didn't just start dying.
What about bears?
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Shut the fuck up.
You guys need to stop messing with that NVIDIA. I swear if you don't.
That's Darren! He's being an asshole!
I swear, if you guys could see, our script has NVIDIA written in it, and these two, the entire time we have ever started that second topic, have been going back and forth and re-editing NVIDIA.
Because he's a monster. He keeps an eye in it. There's no first eye. The first eye is after the V.
I'm gonna email the person that's in charge there and be like, can you please just do me a quick favor and just change it?
Okay, so that's a Topher timeout. Go on back out there, kids, onto the court and just embarrass your parents because you're doing a horrible job. You suck at sports. I wish you actually go camping. I want the Bears to take you.
Actually go camping.
Mirror's word. This is Mirror's exact words. He could take a black bear. So,
can we preface that? Take like on a date, some other way.
He could find it.
You seduce it. I don't like. Mirror, would you like to fill us in on this? Take a black bear, okay. I mean that's a hard flex if I've ever heard one.
Never.
Have y'all ever taken a black bear? No, I haven't. It's very painful. You want to see how I got these scars?
I feel like I could fight a black bear.
Okay, see that's better. I like that. That's better.
I like the other one better.
You can't though. There's no way. There's no way you can fight a black bear.
A black bear standing up on its hind legs.
What are you smoking?
It is 5 to 7 feet tall standing up. I am 6'2".
Yeah, but
I'm tackling that motherfucker.
Okay, but height means nothing. You know how strong those things are?
Okay. Just to preference this is not a wild black bear. This is a black bear that is like it's been semi-domesticated. It
doesn't count then.
So you're telling, first of all, if anything doesn't have claws, if we're on the same level, because my nails are cut, I clicked them. I may have some sharp ass canines, but I ain't biting a bear. I don't know what the fuck type of shit he got. He knows what I have. I have clean clothes and an iPhone. I don't know what the fuck he rocking with. He might got that Bear Pad 3000. He might be calling his friends like, "Hey, yo, son, he jumping me." Like, but no. Anyway, I can 100% take a black bear if it doesn't have teeth or claws. I'm beating the shit out of that motherfucker because all it has is just raw strength and fucking pats. He's just gonna be patting me up. I'm knocking this motherfucker out. Like just straight faces. All I have to do is like, if he's standing up, if he's 5'7", that's Ryan's height. That's tiny as shit. I'm gonna push that motherfucker backwards, get on top, and just like beat the. I hurt the fuck out of my pinky, but I'm gonna beat the fuck out of the bear like that. Let there be a lion with no claws or teeth. Let that be a fucking mongoose with no claws or teeth. Honey badgers are weird. They're like tiny women. They just get aggressive.
Okay, so I'll be the brave one to say this, but literally all of that is like the same way of you preferencing, you know what, I could take a polar bear if it's tied down and I'm 20 feet away and I'm in a tree stand and I have a rifle. Oh, also it's asleep and it's already dead.
Black bears are strong.
Yes.
So, yeah, it still has its
strength. So we
strength.
agree on that. Also, you smoked something, and now you think you can fight a black bear.
I want to see this. I really do.
I don't, because we're not going to see Mirror again.
All right, for our 1 million subscriber special, Mirror's fighting a black bear.
I mean, that's fine. We'll go to the zoo. We'll allow him to jump in.
Exactly.
He'll regret it immediately.
What I feel like they should do is at the zoo, they should be like, "Hey, do you want to fight this animal?" Because I fucking would. I'd be like, yes.
Suicide, that's how I would do it.
Give me an animal with no claws or teeth, and I swear to God, I will get people in this zoo.
It's literally going to be the scene from Anchorman where at the end when they jump into the bear pit, and as soon as he jumps in, he's like, "I regret this decision."
I will not regret it. They'll be like, "Okay, you're gonna fight that black bear. It has no claws or teeth, but it's just trained in Taekwondo." How the fuck did you do that? How do you train a bear? This motherfucker just starts fucking flying leg kick me. I'm like, this nigga broke a rib. Oh, it's in the N-word.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, let's have that be our end right there.
That word with motherfucker.
Move on to topic 3 is what do you guys think of Gamescom as a whole?
Let's start with that.
Excuse me.
I will. Okay, so anyway, about Gamescom. I'm sorry, Mirror, you can go.
Oh no, that was it. That's my only comment.
Okay, cool. So Gamescom, my impression of it is that I honestly believe it's something good that because there's not a lot going on with COVID, right? And I missed a conference earlier this year that I was pretty bummed about. But essentially, it's good because it gives us that point of view. We didn't get E3. It allows us to view games, upcoming releases, everything like that, because we all missed that experience. Yeah. But the problem is I feel like with IGN, it could have been better. I think a lot of it was boring. A lot of it was cringy. And I don't care what anybody says, fight me. I think it could have been better.
I personally feel like a lot of these conventions are just to show like, hey, we built a game, but look what it can do. It looks nice. No, build a game with substance. Build a game where I can kill a man and do certain stuff to his body.
Yeah, I was about to say, Mirror, they already have that, and then you added that second part, and yeah, they don't.
I mean, I would like to cut somebody's in a game. I'd like to cut somebody's fingers off and just have a necklace.
Why? Why can't we have? No, you know what kind of game I would love to have? Well, hear me out here. The game I would love to have is Good Neighbor Simulator 2020, and what it is you're a good neighbor because you socially distance, you have a mask on, and you don't talk to nobody.
That sounds like a boring neighbor. I have a crackhead as a neighbor one time.
I got two heavily African families as neighbors, and it gets smelly. That's all I gotta say. I think they're chasing cheetahs or something.
I live in a very old neighborhood, so if I start smelling anything, I'm pretty sure an ambulance will come in. I have more ambulances in my neighborhood than I do police cars. It's just people are dropping like flies here.
It's like, oh, there's Mary Lou.
She's just gone. It was her time. It was her time.
It seemed like the last, maybe third and fourth day, most of it I saw on Gamescom was just their editors.
Yeah.
of IGN
Yes.
talking about the games, and that was it. It was
that's
so
mostly
boring.
all it is. It's like the first day and a half is just, hey, look at all the games. Then they're just like, shit, we already had our climax.
Yeah, let's talk about all the
Bring the
games we're going to
developer.
talk
I mean,
about.
I do enjoy the part where they bring out certain developers and they talk about some of the struggles and like some of the innovative stuff that they put in the games. But in the last couple days where it's just reviews, it's like watching Fox News. I don't want to look at this shit, but I just have to because it's there. It's just like, yeah, we saw Marvel Avengers and we like the game, but we don't, and this is why. So we don't like it because it's sexist. It's like, how is it sexist? We didn't look at the story at all, but we saw that you had more men than women.
I will say IGN, they have a lot of critiques about like social problems on games.
You know what? Let me just ruin a sponsorship with them or a collaboration. IGN is trash.
Yeah, no, I would never.
Yeah.
Even if they even offer to give us a sponsorship with them, I would deny it immediately.
They're not what they
I
used
would
to be.
take money, but I would still shit on them because
Technically, we did promote them. We said their name a bunch of times. We don't have to be nice.
No, but here's the thing. They've gone downhill very quickly. I know there's a scandal that was taking place because a lot of employees were facing very unideal workplace environment because there was a lot of sexist behavior, a lot of promises for promotions with physical gifts. So it's like it was outlined a while back ago, and some people were fired, but it's just not. It's a shell of what it used to be. IGN used to be the shebang. Like, you know, you go there, that's where you get your news, that's what you want to know. But if you go on the website, a lot of it is clickbaity. A lot of it is pointless. Not to mention their editors aren't great. They had one of reviewers already do basically plagiarism last year. Had to get rid of him. It's just not what it used to be. It used to be great. It's not. And the problem is because all these other review places are gone because of the rise of the internet. And it's just, I don't know, man. I don't go to IGN for anything anymore. It's just not what it used to be.
Even with some of their other games, like for Days Gone, IGN got a bad version of it with a bunch of bugs and stuff. They reviewed it as they should have, like with what they had. They gave it a poor score, but even the person who reviewed it later on said, I think on Twitter or something like that, they reviewed it personally, and they were even stating like it's BS that they don't have a female role. It's always a male's role, all that type of stuff about it. But it seemed like they played very little of it, that game itself.
Yeah, what, for the Avengers?
No, for Days Gone.
Oh, yeah.
The PlayStation exclusive.
First, I feel like a lot of people nowadays in video games, they're going to go with that sexist thing because they're just like, hey, did you not hop onto the bandwagon that everybody else is? Oh no, we don't like any of the things that we've already been doing.
Do you see how Last of Us 2 went off with how they tried going with every social thing that
First
they
of all,
could
that
have
shit
gone
was
with?
garbage.
Yeah, I think we can
But
all
no.
agree Last of Us 2 is bad, but I think it's important to state here is that it's not saying that, like, say Horizon Zero Dawn is a really great example.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey was a really good example of it. There are a lot of...
It was a good game. It was
a good
just
game.
way too long.
The problem was that originally Assassin's Creed Odyssey was actually meant to have that female protagonist was supposed to be the main protagonist, but heads of Ubisoft didn't want that. They didn't want there to just be a female protagonist, which is wrong because there is a lot of good that could come out of. You can tell a lot of stories from having a female protagonist. That's not the problem. The problem that comes from it is people who just say, let's have a female protagonist. Okay, what's her backstory? How do we build her character?
A lot of games are like, yeah, let's have a female protagonist, but not make a story that pertains to the female protagonist.
Yes, let's flesh out her character.
If okay, what should be on the drawing board is like protagonist story. What is the protagonist? It's a man. Okay, we already know this. What we're gonna do? Protagonist for female. She's on her period? No, Make it more in depth, motherfucker. Tell us her pH balance is off.
Oh my god.
Tell us that her eyelashes
so
weren't good in the morning.
It was chronicled. Actually, Mirrr says that, but the problem was that when they were going through Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they actually had male writers write the story for the female protagonist.
Exactly.
And it's like, how? You need a female writer for that. You need them to be able to tell the story because how are you going to do that?
Yeah. If not a female writer, at least do it so that way, like
both.
Have it like mixed.
That's what you gotta do.
Because there's a bunch of male shit. Like personally, a lot of people are not gonna agree with me. I fucking hate the Nathan Drake shit. I feel like it would have been better if it was just not there. Because the story is too stupid to me. It's too stupid to me. And the fact that men made that story make it even worse.
And I think a great example of a game with a female protagonist is Zero Horizon Dawn. They weren't trying to go for any social boundaries. They were just making a good game.
Yeah, they were like, hey, let's make a good game, but there's a female. I mean, not but like, and there's a female protagonist. Like, do that shit. Tie it in. Don't do stupid decisions.
Another good example of a bad use case is Star Wars, the sequel series. Yeah, that was bad.
God.
Guess what? It's Rey. What does she do? She's the best of everything. Okay, cool.
How? She just is.
Yeah.
But can you explain how?
No.
Are you sexist?
The Force is female.
What? I mean, Marvel Avengers, that new game, the fact that they added Miss Marvel, that is a good example. God, like if you take time to look at the story of Marvel Avengers, the game that just came out, that's a good fucking story.
Yeah. And here's my thing with that, even with the MCU and how they build out their actual their story in films, is that I absolutely love. I was hyped when they brought in Captain Marvel. I loved it. Yeah. Her with a short haircut, I was hoping they would do it. When I saw an Endgame, I was done. I was just like, the rest of the movie, I don't even need to be here for this. It's canon now. I love it. But the thing is that like a key, it doesn't matter what the gender is. What matters is that if you don't put a good story behind a protagonist, you're not going to get anything good out of it.
Yeah, no. Like the fact that everybody puts high praise on Tomb Raider's like graphics and stuff, but not the story.
Yeah,
like it's fucking Lara Croft or like Mirror's Edge, shit like that. Games like that have a female lead, but it ties into the story so beautifully. Yeah. Like, why don't you do that?
Yeah. So tying back to like what Darren was saying, when you have IGN come out and it's like, oh, it doesn't have a female protagonist, blah blah blah. You're not focusing on the right thing. You need to focus on story-driven storytelling through a female perspective. That's what you need.
What I feel like is the best version of that, like out of all games like that are like a female protagonist, and we're going to show it through that perspective, is Hellblade. I can't say the other one.
Dude,
like
yes.
Sacrifice.
I never played that game, but
I never played it, but I watched watch-throughs, and that shit is golden.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Play that.
I don't know if you guys heard of this old PS3 game. It's called Heavenly Sword.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
One thing I gotta say is pretty difficult playing because you use the freaking motion controls from PlayStation 3, and it was terrible. But the story of that one, I'm not sure about the story of Senua's Sacrifice, but if I remember the story correctly on Heavenly Sword, was that it was about, a girl, her father, and like, her family. She wanted to defend her family. And knowing that the sword that they were using was only meant for, males, people who are strong enough to have the will to live and everything, because over time, you have, like, it grants you power, but, like, people who don't have a strong enough will like die and bend to it. But she was willing to sacrifice everything she had in order to defend her family, which in terms I thought was like a noble and good goal. But the sad part is just that like it was kind of overshadowed over the fact that like it kind of emphasized heavily on just kind of her being stubborn over her family and trying to prove her father wrong, kind of thing.
Like,
it was just kind of
vagina, and I'm as strong as you.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, like, women empowerment. I'm all for equal rights with with other people, other women, and other human beings among that. But like, I feel as though if you're pushing for something too hard or trying to get a point across the entire game, it's pretty much the only thing you can get out of it.
Yeah,
and it just sucks. It becomes terrible.
All right,
But
so
no,
I think we went way too off a topic, but it was
No,
good.
we
We went way too avocado on that
yeah,
one.
yeah. I think it's time for
I like my shit guac.
you know what time it's for. The bucket topic.
Oh, bucket time. Oh, it's a bucket. Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah, the bucket. Can you hear that paper?
Can you put a picture up of the bucket on screen, please?
Yeah, I can do
I've never seen the bucket, and I kind of want to see it.
I'll do it. Yeah, I can do that. I'll make a good picture of the bucket. It'll be a good picture.
Why do I feel like it's not a bucket? It's just a bag.
No, it's a bucket.
Please,
It's
please
listen
like
to this.
post it on Instagram or something like our bucket.
It's the bucket.
I don't know. You could
That
be
sounds like a
tapping your
hot-
desk.
That sounds like a Halloween pumpkin, like
No,
the little
it's not.
carry
It
thing
does.
for the candy.
And it has a random hole in it that I don't know why it's there. It's just there. Like it wasn't originally there. Like there was a hole that got drilled into it. I don't know why. Okay, bucket topics. And I can't read the piece of paper. Here it is. Would you rather be a werewolf or a vampire? I would be a werewolf because Team Jacob.
I would be a werewolf because I ain't sucking on nobody.
I think we need to set in some standards here. Like, what kind of werewolf and what kind of?
Well, I
vampire?
mean,
Because
if you're a
I don't
werewolf,
know
you swallow people whole.
No. You eat their heart.
What? I mean, their feet.
So are we being like glitter vampires or?
No. Traditional burn in the sun.
It's like-
There's no such thing as garlic burning vampires. It's holy water and the sun.
Garlic doesn't
possibly
burn them.
snakes.
Garlic keeps them away. It keeps them at bay.
We're not doing garlic. That's stupid. That's
First
some
of all-
Scooby Doo shit.
First of all, you can't set that precedent. You don't season your food.
Garlic keeps them away so I can enjoy my bay.
Mirror. One more time, and I will destroy you. And if we're going traditional werewolves, we're going with I would say you could turn at any time during the night, but you're most powerful during a full moon. You don't turn into a wolf, you turn into a werewolf. We're not doing anything with Twilight here.
Oh yeah, that's
Team Jacob.
Like, wait, define werewolf. Like werewolf from Skyrim?
I was thinking more like Van Helsing werewolf.
So could I,
So-
if I was a
so-
werewolf, could I redefine the term doggy style?
No, I would.
I hate you. I hate you.
You know
I hate
what,
you
These
so
are the
much.
real
werewolf.
questions. I'm too brave to
Yeah,
ask.
I would love to be a fucking werewolf. I could commit all my crimes without fingerprints. I'm a humanoid wolf.
So we all
That
agree
means I have-
werewolf.
Yeah, all
One
the way
hundred
werewolf.
percent. I mean, yeah, I'd have to kill
Here has
people
an
because
I mean, not here, Nathan.
What's up?
Sure, I'd be able to kill
Which
people
one?
because I'm a werewolf and I have to. But I would also commit
Well-
crimes like robbing banks.
So that's the perks of the werewolf. You didn't describe the vampire though.
Yeah, I said, well, sun kills you, holy water kills you. Let's go with stakes because I like
Hey,
to go
A
off.
wooden stake through the heart. That's typical.
First of
okay.
all, we're
Yeah.
not going with steaks. I like my ribeyes.
Have you?
Okay, so
Thank you
Darren, I'm gonna
so
say this
much.
right now. You described the weaknesses of the vampire, but you didn't describe the strengths like you did with the werewolves.
Yeah,
Because there are no. Okay, well, you have with.
That's fucked up. Then that's totally one-sided. That's so biased.
Okay, no, I didn't even think about it at first. Okay, fair enough. Vampires, they have super strength, super speed, and should we include flying, or would that be like the head vampire?
first of
Why
all,
the fuck?
vampires
Wait,
fly.
wait, what? Since when did vampires fly?
They can turn into a fucking bat.
That's not.
No.
That's transforming into
No,
a
no, no.
bat.
That's
was
still
going
a
off of that.
vampire.
I was going off.
Yeah,
of
but
Van
that's flying through a different form, not flying as a regular humanoid being.
I was
Still
going off
fly.
of Underworld and Van Helsing. They can. Some of them can fly. The more powerful ones can fly.
All right, so Van Helsing vampire or Van Helsing werewolf is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah. There's.
Then why
little
didn't you
things
just
I
say
took
it
out.
like that?
There's little things I wanted to take out, and not everybody knows Van Helsing, even though it's a great movie and you all should watch it.
So
I'll say this right now. I've watched the anime.
can I give my reason for why I want to be a werewolf?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so the reason why I want to is because I feel like I want to be like I could run through the forest super fast. I would be massive, so I could actually take on black bears. I wouldn't be afraid of camping anymore, and also I could give my girlfriend Della rides on my back, and I can get her boyfriend freaking Edward
I think you got that right.
Yeah, I could get Deadward to piss off, and we can just live happily together. Yeah.
Would you redefine doggy style as well?
Yeah, absolutely. That is implemented. That was implied. That was after I killed the black bear.
All right, so
Oh,
Nathan,
God.
are you going with
After.
vampire or werewolf?
All right, Mirror, you said werewolf?
I said werewolf. Yeah.
Wait, Darren, what did you want to be?
I said werewolf. I picked werewolf before I even discussed this. I always will go with vampire or werewolf. I like him so much better.
Honestly, I like going outside sometimes, so I'd rather be a werewolf, to be honest. And I only say that because, you know, I'm already like in the darkest room inside my entire freaking apartment. So I'm technically kind of like a vampire. I don't really go out unless it's like at night. But
so what you're saying is
being
your
a
team
werewolf-
doggy style.
never mind. I want to be a vampire now.
All right, that's 3 in team doggy style.
And then wait, what?
Team dog style.
I might as well go walk out in the sun right now if I was a vampire right now. After
Well, you're
hearing
not
that.
going to be part of.
It's 9 o'clock right now. You can't. If
Yeah,
you walk
no,
outside, it's
no.
the perfect time. It's
I'm gonna say this right now. At this point in time, if I'm walking outside, I have super speed, right? So I'm gonna run my ass all the way to the side where there's sunlight.
That sounds like some
Okay, you're not
Edward.
the Flash.
Deadward would say.
You are not the Flash. You have super speed, but it's not go across the world in seconds type thing. Okay.
It's not gonna be in seconds. I'll have enough time to catch up to the sun, though.
Okay. I'm gonna stop.
Wait,
this
actually, so wait. If we're speaking like the sun damaging, and I noticed that like UV rays in certain movies will actually hurt vampires. Could I get a UV light? Would I be hurt by UV light?
now. Yes, you would.
Okay, thank God. I'm gonna buy a UV light.
So okay, would it be the type where like you start singeing up in the sun, or would it be completely like holy shit,
Instant
and then
disintegration.
I think
fucking
it's
Thanos
more of
snap?
I think it depends on the like.
It depends
mean-
on the day. I mean, there's a chance.
I
The
think
sun,
that- I think
partly
it depends-
cloudy.
I think it depends on the intensity. Like if you got some clouds, but you got a little bit of sunshine coming in, it's gonna burn a little bit. But if you walk outside the front door and there's just a giant sun over you, you're dying. You
just
just
Like
walk out, you're just
instantaneous
like,
or suffering?
instantaneous.
Okay, thank God.
You know
okay, I
what?
have a question.
Go ahead.
If you're a vampire and you're renting a room inside someone else's house, are you allowed to enter their house? Because technically you don't own that house.
That is not
You
a
have-
rule where we're putting
you-
in place. That's
Do you have
ridiculous.
to ask every time? I mean, the traditional vampires to ask to enter.
We are
someone's
not
house.
doing that rule. We are not.
Yes, you are.
This
That's
is-
a vampire. So,
That's such a
Yeah,
so
stupid
I'm
rule.
calling every day, be like, hey, can I come into your house? My room is upstairs. They're like, dude, you don't have to keep asking me. For contractual reasons, I do. The one day they don't answer, you're sleeping in the dirt. You're just like, I'm not getting touched by that sun at all. That shit burns.
You just dig a 10-foot hole, bury yourself.
They see you in the dirt with a stick for air. They're like, dude, what you doing? That sun hurt. Why? For contractual reasons, I can't tell you, but it burns. Can you make like a tarp path for me into the house? Also, can I go inside? Like, what I'm gonna need y'all to do is make shovels, but make sure that there's like a tent above the hole. Okay, you get to the tent, you're like, good. They're like, all right, cool. Walk outside and then into the house. Can we pick up the tent, please? Can y'all pick up the tent? Why? Can you pick up the goddamn tent? They pick up the tent, they bring it inside. You're like, dude, you have dirt everywhere. I'll clean it, but I'm safe.
I
By
would
the
like
way,
to change my
you
answer.
You never asked, could I get in the house? By the way.
I would actually change my answer to vampire. And the reason why is because I completely neglected in the fact of knowing that I could use Neutrogena Ultra Sheen Dry Touch 100 SPF 100 Dry Spectrum sunscreen. it actually provides me the powerful sun protection I need without the heavy finish against UVA rays and UVB rays with the fast absorbing and water resistant non-greasy formula that is BAPA free. Neutrogena is actually the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand in America. That's why I use it.
How do you remember this? I'm just curious. Like
he looked that shit up. I know for a fact.
No, it's because Neutrogena. No, it's because Neutrogena is actually dry touch technology that absorbs fast under ultralight and superior sun protection in the ultralight formula from #1 dermatologist recommended.
You look at the Discord. Did you put it that we have a sponsor?
Neutrogena, thank you for sponsoring our podcast, and thank you for the case of 100 SPF dry touch skincare brand that you've sent me, a black man, to wear during the day.
I don't think we got sponsored. But I think
no, we are not at all.
Neutrogena,
but okay.
sponsor us.
All right, so I'm gonna end this there because I don't know what I lost all control. So if you guys like what you see or hear or touch, like and subscribe. Does anybody have any closing remarks?
Yes, I do. I have one.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? It's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be bad. So, for anyone that is shipping a package, you know, you're the person giving the package out. Can you put tape on it and not staples? Because I don't know if y'all know this, but cardboard rips and staples do nothing on cardboard. So, put some fucking tape on it, please. Because I got hit in the head with like a soccer ball that fell off a conveyor belt, and then I saw the box roll down with staples. #1, why are you shipping a inflated soccer ball? That's one. Why is it at maximum fucking pressure? Because that shit hurt like a bitch. And why did the box have staples? So whoever out there that shipped a fucking box of four soccer balls, and mind you, in a square box, so one of them was squished in there.
I mean, one thing I gotta say was, why did the box fall?
Because this damn staples.
Just don't. Why would you use staples in the first place? I'm done.
Yeah, by the way, how did you staple the box? Because it wasn't like the staples that fold on themselves. You just put fucking staples into the thing. You could have popped the ball. You could have been sending them a popped ball. No one. They could have been a girl, and they're like, yes, my balls are here. See, one's popped. What the fuck is this? If I wanted a deflated ball, I'd get with Jimmy down the street. Sorry, Jimmy down the street. We know you have problems.
All right. Chris, hit us with that jingle.
Call your mom.
By the way, it's NVIDIA. Bye.
No fucking it!